Criminal psychology, also referred to as criminological psychology, is a study of the wills, thoughts, intentions, and reactions of criminals and all that partakes in the criminal behavior. It is related to the field of criminal anthropology. The study goes deeply into what makes someone commit a crime, but also the reactions after the crime, on the run or in court. Criminal psychologists are often called up as witnesses in court cases to help the jury understand the mind of the criminal. Some types of psychiatry also deal with aspects of criminal behavior. Psychiatrists and psychologists are licensed professionals that can assess both mental and physical states. Profilers look for patterns and behavior to typify the individual's behind a crime. A group effort attempts to answer the most common psychological questions: if there is a risk of a sexual predator reoffending if put back in society, if an offender is competent to stand trial, whether or not an offender was sane/insane at the time of the offense. In 1981, one of the fathers of UK's criminal psychology, Professor Lionel Howard, described 4 ways that psychologists may perform upon being professionally involved in criminal proceedings. These are the following. Clinical. In this situation, the psychologist is involved in assessment of individual in order to provide a clinical judgment. The psychologist can use assessment tools, interview or psychometric tool in order to aid in his or her assessment. These assessments can help police or other competitive organs determine how to process the individual in question. For example, help finding out whether he/she is capable to stand trial or whether the individual has mental illness, which means that he/she is unable to understand the proceedings. Experimental. In this case, the task of psychologist is to perform a research in order to inform a case. This can involve executing experimental tests for the purposes of illustrating a point or providing further information to courts. This may involve false memory, eyewitness credibility experiments and such. For example, this way questions similar to "how likely would a witness see an object in 100 meters?" will be answered. Actuarial. This role involves usage of statistics in order to inform a case. For example, a psychologist may be asked to provide probability of an event occurring. Therefore, the courts may ask how likely a person will reoffend if a sentence is declined. Advisory. Here, a psychologist may advise police about how to proceed with the investigation. For example, which is the best way to interview the individual, how best cross-examine a vulnerable or another expert witness, how an offender will act after committing the offense.